Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Acupuncture is My Life. Now, today's episode, I decided I want to challenge you guys into thinking outside of the box. I want to give that a shot. And of course it has everything to do with your health. And I know you already know that I'm going to say it has everything to do with why you should make regular wellness visits to an acupuncturist a part of your life. Of course, along with seeing your physician on a regular annual basis. But I want some of you, or many of you, globally, to ask yourself if you're taking aspirin, or you may consider it in the future, why? Many will say, I'm taking it because I had a stroke or heart attack, or I want to avoid a stroke, heart attack, keep inflammation down, basically reduce inflammation, and so on. Now, I know many of you know that I'm going to say for every reason as to why you're putting an aspirin in your mouth, an acupuncturist or acupuncture can treat those same issues. Okay? Many individuals will say, I take aspirin in low doses to reduce inflammation. Why? To inhibit prostaglandins, which are basically an enzyme that turns on and off pain and inflammation. Now, why do we feel pain? Feeling pain is an indicator. That's the body's natural alarm system that says something is wrong, something happened, and this needs attention immediately. Why do you want to shut it off? How do you know you've gotten better? Now, an inflammatory response is a positive response to injury. You need that. Of course, if it becomes chronic inflammation is the problem, not acute. Acute inflammation is saying there is a problem, and this is part of the repair mechanism. Please understand that. Again, see an acupuncturist. Acupuncture is great for treating chronic inflammation. But guess what? Ingesting aspirins on a regular basis can cause stomach ulcers, and many individuals are unaware of that. Because regular use of aspirin, it damages the lining of the stomach, which then causes ulcers as well as even pain as a result of the ulcers. And now if you're taking aspirin on a regular basis and you drink alcohol, no, not good. That's definitely not a good combination. You see, an acupuncturist understands that health is wealth. We understand that the wealth isn't in the bank. It's not under your mattress. It's not in the safe. It's not in the shoebox in the closet. It's not in your purse. It's not under the doghouse in the backyard. And it's not in your pocket. And I know many of you out there right now are pissed because I change it up, because many are mocking me when I say that. But that's a serious statement. So I had to twist you guys up that listen regularly and think you've memorized what I say periodically. Nope. But an acupuncturist understands. And this is why I say over and over, take alcohol out of your life. You don't need it. You want a natural stimulant, sort of get high type of response. Exercise, jog. Don't overdo it. Set goals for yourself and achieve them. Woo, you won't need a drink. And again, some of you say you take aspirin to reduce your chances of a heart attack or even a risk of a stroke. So you take the aspirin to help prevent another. If you've had a heart attack or a stroke, and I've spoken about this in past episodes, you should be seeing an acupuncturist for regular wellness visits. You really should. You should be seeing an acupuncturist for regular wellness visits. That's what you should be doing. And you wouldn't have to worry about taking an aspirin. Because aspirins increase your risk of bleeding. You have to think, is the trade-off worth it? It's an anticoagulant, which thins out your blood. But you see, it thins out your blood. And the components for clotting have been greatly reduced. I'll use that term. So you're increasing your chances of internal hemorrhaging, internal bleeding, gastrointestinal bleeding. You don't want that. Is it worth it? See an acupuncturist for regular wellness visits. Yeah, I know. I've even heard from those who said, yeah, it may reduce your risk of colon cancer. And I looked into that. And yes, studies do show, it's been published, that if you've been taking aspirin for 6 years or longer, you're at a 19% lower risk of colorectal cancer and 15% risk of gastrointestinal cancer. But just hit the brakes, though. Think about that. And studies have shown that. So that's why when I heard that, I went, I looked it up. When I hear things from individuals, I do my research. But a side effect of regular aspirin use causes gastrointestinal bleeding. And studies say it lowers your risk of gastrointestinal cancer. Here's where it comes down to thinking outside of the box. Go figure. All right? I'll leave it at that. One of the side effects of aspirin is tinnitus. It can cause tinnitus. Now, to an acupuncturist, we understand how the kidneys reflect in certain ways in a person's ears relative to their hearing and so forth. Now, what else are the kidneys? It's a major detox organ, along with the liver. So the connection there to an acupuncturist is, how damaged has your kidneys become? Or you're experiencing tinnitus because of chronic use of this drug. Now, with the kidneys being a major detox organ, along with the liver, hey, guess what? Guess what? Because I love it. Everyone's thinking outside of the box right now. Aspirins can lead to liver damage as well. Whoa, wait a second now. 2 major detox organs are damaged due to chronic aspirin use. You have to be saying to yourself by now, hey, if I saw an acupuncturist every now and then, I wouldn't have to worry about that. Hello? Correct. You know what? If you're operating a vehicle right now, do me a favor. Pull it over to the side of the road, especially with what I'm about to say. And if you're crossing the street, I need you to hurry up and safely get across the street. And if you're carrying or lifting something heavy, take a moment and rest it down, because I need everyone in a relaxed state. Because I need you to close your eyes right now, and I need you to say to yourself, acupuncture is my life. And now open them. Boom. You are now brand new. And brand new you are. And I'm glad you're brand new, because I want to say, I hope you guys are not giving aspirins to your children. Never give aspirin to a child, because it can cause confusion, as well as it can cause their brain to swell. And this disorder is called Reyes syndrome. Please do not give aspirin to children. Take them to see an acupuncturist as well. Oh, I treat a lot of children as young as 18 months. Take them to see an acupuncturist as well. And aspirin can also cause seizures, because if you're on any type of medication and you're taking aspirin, it can alter the amount of medication in your bloodstream. So even if before considering taking that, your doctor puts you on medication, speak to your doctor first before even considering aspirin. Or you can even do one better. You can just go sit with an acupuncturist and not have to worry about the side effects of aspirin. And this is why I say it takes so much of a burden off of your shoulders, seeing an acupuncturist on a regular basis for wellness visits, and seeing your physician once, twice a year. Checkup, blood work, and so forth. Different tests being run. Because the burden of health, in the negative sense, you're not carrying that weight around anymore. You're not. You have to understand why it's important to make acupuncture a part of your life. Because acupuncture is my life. What's yours?